Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to yet another super amazing session from the Rank Booster 30 most important previous year question from the chapter Digestion and Absorption, which is the first chapter of Human Physiology. So, today we will be doing the important 30 important repeated questions from the chapter Digestion and Absorption. So, without wasting too much of time, let's get into today's session. Comment down your answer. Don't leave in between thinking this is a premiering session. You must all be here to comment your answers and be ready with this chapter for the upcoming daily revision test, which would be soon informed in our Telegram group. Yes, everybody. Those who are watching the session right now, don't forget to hit the like button, do share it with your friends, and subscribe the amazing platform for more updates on biology. NEET 2021, September 12th, just 51 days more to go for your exam, NEET 2021 aspirants. NEET 2023, you have the lecture on biomolecules, lipids. See you tomorrow with a super amazing session and the session on proteins. The structure of protein will be uploaded as soon as possible. Okay. NEET 2021 will be having the botany class 11th entire syllabus revision test tomorrow. Okay. And transport in plants, lecture number 4 will be the long distance transport, which would also be taken tomorrow. The first question is right now on the screen. You can comment down your answers on the chat box. First question. Identify the correct statement with reference to human digestive system. Option number 1, ileum opens into small intestine. Option B, serosa is the innermost layer of the alimentary canal. C, ileum is a highly coiled part. D, vermiform appendix arises from the duodenum. Let's read one by one. This was a previous year NEET 2020 paper question. So let's anyway read one by one. You have to identify the correct statement from the given statements. Ileum opens into the small intestine. It's a wrong statement, right? Serosa is the innermost layer of the alimentary canal. That's again wrong. It's not the innermost, it's the outermost layer. Vermiform appendix arises from the duodenum. No, it arises from the cecum of the large intestine. Ileum is a highly coiled part. So the correct answer for this question is option number C. Ileum is a highly coiled part of the small intestine. Done. Question number 2 right now on your screen. NEET 2019 MCQ question, a very easy match the following. Match the following structures with their respective locations inside our body. Crypts of Leiberkuhn, Glissen's capsule, islets of Langerhans, Brunner's gland, pancreas, duodenum, small intestine, liver. Yes? Tell me fast. You know that crypts of Leiberkuhn can be matched with the small intestine. So crypts of Leiberkuhn and small intestine. Glissen's capsule is the outermost covering of the liver. So B can be matches with the 4. Islets of Langerhans are the hormone producing cells in the pancreas, and Brunner's gland are present in the submucosa of duodenum. So A stands for 3, B stands for 4, C stands for 1, and D 2. Which is the correct option? A3, B4, C1, and D2. So the correct answer for this question will be option number D. Is that clear? Moving on to question number 3. Which of the following describes the human dentition? This is a very easy and a frequently repeated question. Thecodont, diphyodont, homodont. No, you will find heterodont type of dentition. So option number 1 is wrong. Pleurodont, diphyodont, heterodont. No, you will find what? Thecodont. Pleurodont, monophyodont, homodont. All the 3 are wrong. So the correct answer is option number B. Human dentition is thecodont, diphyodont, and heterodont. There are 4 sets of teeth: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. There are 2 types of teeth during the entire lifetime: permanent teeth and temporary teeth. Thecodont, and what else? They are attached to the socket, jaw bone. Okay, so this was a very easy and a direct NCERT question for NEET 2018. So the correct answer is option number B. Next question. A baby boy aged 2 years is admitted to play school and passes through a dental checkup. The dentist observed that the boy had 20 teeth. That is, during the temporary teeth formation, there are only 20 teeth, or in infants, there are 20 teeth. The dental formula will be tallying up to a total of 20. Which teeth were absent in that child? NEET 2017 MCQ question. Canines, premolars, molars, and incisors. Which teeth were absent? Yes, I hope you know the answer for this question, right? Very easy question. We have been doing this since we took the class on this digestion. The correct answer is option B, premolars. The premolars are absent in the infants. 2102 divided by 2102. So what does the 0 stands for? The 0 stands for premolars. This is the dental formula of infants. Very important. Clear? Next question number 5. Which cells of the crypts of Leberkuhn secrete an antibacterial enzyme lysozyme? NEET 2017. Paneth cells, Zymogen cells, Kupffer cells, and Argentapin cells. Which cells of the crypts of Leberkuhn secretes an antibacterial lysozyme? It is none other than option A, that is the Paneth cells. Question number 6 right now on your screen. Which hormones? This is a very important question. I am expecting the same question for NEET 2021 as well. Okay, I'm expecting the same question in NEET 2021 as well, which was a question for NEET 2016. Which hormones do stimulate the production of pancreatic juice and bicarbonate? Angiotensin and epinephrine, gastrin and insulin, cholecystokinin, CCK and secretin, insulin and glucagon. Yes, you know the correct answer for the question. The correct answer for the question is none other than option C, CCK and secretin. So these two hormones, cholecystokinin and secretin, are the two hormones which helps in the production of pancreatic juice and the bicarbonates. Question number 7. This is an absolutely easy question. Which of the following guards the opening of hepatopancreatic duct into the duodenum? Which of the following guards the opening of the hepatopancreatic duct into the duodenum? Hepatopancreatic duct. So a sphincter muscle would be present. Which is that sphincter muscle present in the opening of hepatopancreatic duct into the duodenum? It's none other than sphincter of Oddi, which is the most important one you will study in this chapter. Sphincter of Oddi. It is the sphincter muscle present at the opening of the duodenum that guards the entry of hepatopancreatic duct into the duodenum. Next question. Direct NCERT question. Direct statement from the NCERT. Right, everybody? Direct NCERT. Very easy. Where do the symbiotic microorganisms normally occur inside the human body? Where is the organism, symbiotic microorganism, normally residing inside our body? AIPMT mains 2012 question. Cecum, oral lining and tongue surface, vermiform appendix and rectum, duodenum. It's not in the duodenum. It's not in the vermiform appendix or rectum. It's not in the oral cavity. The correct answer is option A, cecum. Question number 9 on your screen. I don't think there is a point in wasting time in this question because I could now itself want the answers on the chat box. Which one of the following correctly represents the dental formula of an adult human? You should be very careful when you read this kind of question. By seeing the dental formula written like this, you will directly go with the answer 2123 by 2123. So be careful you read whether it is the adult dental formula or it is the infant dental formula. If nothing is mentioned specifically, then you have to go with this adult dental formula itself. Okay, so adult dental formula is given over here. So which is the answer? Adult dental formula, 2 incisors, 1 canines, 2 premolars, 3 molars, and in the same way in the other lower jaw also. So the correct answer is option number C, 2123 divided by 2123. Next question. For its activity, carboxypeptidase requires. So carboxypeptidase is actually an enzyme. So for its action, it requires one particular element. Which is that element? Is it zinc, iron, niacin, or copper? AIPMT mains 2012. This is an important question. It's not directly given in the NCERT, but this question is also expected for an upcoming NEET examination. Upcoming NEET examination, I'm not specifying the year. Either 2021, 2022, or 2023. Upcoming 2 to 3 years, you will find this question again in a paper. Carboxypeptidase requires zinc. Okay, those who have not answered the question, please take it down. This is a very important one. Next, everybody will answer because from the lower classes itself, you are taught by your teachers, you have been told by your parents as well. Two friends are eating together on a dining table. One of them suddenly starts coughing while swallowing some food. This coughing is due to the improper movement of. Guys, from here you will find two different tubes. Okay, from the part of the digestive system, you'll find two different tubes. That is, one tube will be going like this, and at the same time, a similar kind of tube will be going like this as well. Okay, that is, one from the nose have to pass through in this pathway, whereas the other, that is from the mouth, have to pass through this way. So when the mouth contents are passed through this way, here is an epiglottis which is actually covering here so that the food does not enter into the respiratory tract. Done, everybody? So respiration actually takes place like this, whereas the food taken from the mouth have to pass through this. So at this point of time, there is an epiglottis that prevents the entry of food into this respiratory tract. So the correct answer for this question would be option number A, epiglottis. Next question. Duodenum has characteristic Brunner's gland which secrete two hormones. Which are two hormones? We have just before 2 to 3 question we have revised. What are the two hormones which are secreted by the duodenum? Which are the two hormones? First one, CK, cholecystokinin. And which is the second one? Secretin. So secretin and cholecystokinin are two hormones which are secreted by the duodenum. So the correct answer is option B. Easy question again. I have told the answer during the 5th or 6th question when we were discussing Brunner's gland occur in. Brunner's gland occur in. There are 4 major layers of the alimentary canal. Among them, the third layer, that is the submucosa, the third layer, which is the submucosa of duodenum, hosts what? Brunner's gland. Okay, it's specifically given. You have to study in which layer is the villi present. Today's homework, you have to search for this in your NCERT itself. Where is rugae found inside the alimentary canal? In which layer? Okay, rugae, where it is found, villi, where is it found? Okay, and where is gastric glands are found? Where are gastric glands present? Okay, so the correct answer for this question number 13 is option number A, submucosa of duodenum. Submucosa of duodenum, you will find the Brunner's gland. Next question. Which of the following gastric cell indirectly help in erythropoiesis? Which of the following gastric cell indirectly help in erythropoiesis? Cheese cells, mucus cells, goblet cells, and parietal cells. I'll give you a clue. The same gastric cell will secrete HCl. The same gastric cell will secrete HCl as well. So just imagine which cell, just recall which cell is going to secrete the HCl, which gastric cell is going to secrete the HCl. It is the parietal cell. So I told you the same cell is helping in the erythropoiesis as well. So the correct answer is option number D, parietal cells. So the parietal cells is actually helping in the process of erythropoiesis. Question number 15. We have completed half of the 30 questions. Identify the cells whose secretion protects the lining of the gastrointestinal tract from various enzymes. You know that the gastric areas that's inside the stomach, it is highly acidic. Right? You know that they are highly acidic. So to counter this acidic condition, there is a particular cell that secretes. There is a particular cell that secretes a substance known as mucus. Which is that cell? It is the goblet cells. Is it clear, everybody? So goblet cells is actually the cell that secretes a substance known as mucus. The mucus actually prevents the highly acidic condition, that is acids such as HCl, to eat up during starvation. This mucus along with the bicarbonate ion prevents this acids and other enzymes to feed on the walls of the stomach or the alimentary canal. So the correct answer for this question is option number C, goblet cells. Question number 15 is over. So 16 question. Give me hearts on the screen, everybody. If up to question number 15, it's absolutely clear for everybody. Yes. Yes, everybody. Moving on to the NEET 2020 question. NEET 2020 question again. The enzyme enterokinase helps in the conversion of. Enzyme enterokinase helps in the conversion of. We have studied that trypsinogen. Okay, we have studied it in the same way. Trypsinogen is converted into trypsin. Trypsinogen is converted into trypsin by the action of an enzyme known as enterokinase. Which is that enzyme? It is enterokinase. So which is the answer for this question over here? It is the trypsinogen to trypsin. Okay, is it clear for everybody? So question number 16, the correct answer is option B. Moving on to question number 17. This is not given in the NCERT, but I have repeatedly told when I was taking the class for you. Wharton's duct is associated with, you know that it is associated with one of the three salivary glands. Submaxillary or submandibular gland, parotid gland, or the sublingual gland. So from there itself, you will let to know it is not Brunner's gland. Right, everybody? And you know parotid gland, what is a duct and what is a duct with these? Sublingual gland as well. So the correct answer is submaxillary or submandibular gland. Is it clear for everybody? Is that clear? Moving on to question number 18. This question can also come for the upcoming NEET examination. I'm again giving guarantees for you. I'm again giving a guarantee for you. Okay. Which of the following options best represents the enzyme composition of pancreatic juice? Which of the following options best describes the composition of the pancreatic juice? Which is the answer? Which of the following represents the best enzyme composition of the pancreatic juice? Yes, you know that maltase, it's not present in the pancreatic juice, right? Have we studied maltase present? Have you studied anything like that? Have you seen an enzyme such as maltase which is present in the pancreatic juice? No, we haven't seen that. So that cannot be the answer. Okay, so option A can be cancelled out. Renin, you cannot see renin. So that can also pepsin. That's all not in the pancreatic juice. Okay, and amylase, peptidase, trypsinogen, renin and all. Renin, peptidase, it's not seen. So the correct option is option number C. You will see the presence of lipases, amylases, trypsinogen, procarboxypeptidase among the best option given in the question. There are some more enzymes as well. Okay, so this was a NEET 2017 MCQ. So the correct answer is option number option number C. Moving on to the next question. Next question. In stomach, the gastric acid is secreted by. In the stomach, the gastric acid is secreted by which of the following cells? Important one, NEET 2016. I told you which is the gastric acid present. The gastric acid present is the HCl. So which is the HCl producing? It is the parietal cell. So the correct answer is option number D. Option number D is the correct answer for this question. Moving on to the 20th question. The enzyme that is not present in Succus entericus is. The enzyme that is not present in Succus entericus is. Which is the enzyme that is not present in the Succus entericus? It is a nuclease. You will see the presence of nucleosidase, maltase, lipase, everything are present in the intestinal juice. But you will never see the presence of nucleases. Right, everybody? Moving on to the question number 21, last 10 questions. Whenever I was taking the class also, I repeated the same question for you guys over there. I told you this is a super important question about the 3 cells of the alimentary canal in the stomach. That's an important question, and here is the next question. A twisted question from the part, if you know the concept highly, if your concept level is high, only you will be able to solve this question for the first time. If for some reason the parietal cells of the gut epithelium becomes non-functional, that is the parietal cells are going to become non-functional. What is the function of the parietal cell? Secretion of HCl. So they are asking if HCl is not present, then what is likely to happen? This is happening in the stomach, right? So let's discuss one by one. Pancreatic enzymes. There is no relationship between HCl and pancreatic enzyme. The pH of the stomach will fall abruptly. Is it? That can be an answer, right? If HCl is not present, the pH will fall abruptly. Is it correct? No, it cannot be the correct. If pH falls, that is, if pH starts decreasing, the stomach is becoming more and more acidic, right? This option would be true if the pH of the stomach was rising abruptly. Then you can say that option was correct. But here will fall abruptly, that makes it wrong. Stepson will be more effective. No, right? So what was the function of HCl? Conversion of pepsinogen to pepsin. If HCl is not there, there won't be any conversion of pepsinogen to pepsin. That is, there will be any kind of formation of pepsin. That is, pepsin is required for what? For protein digestion. So proteins will not be adequately digested and hydrolyzed by pepsin into proteases and peptone. This process of entire process of protein digestion will be affected. Next question. Match the following Odisha NEET 2019 question paper. Renin, enterokinase, oxyntic cells, fructose. Let's match one by one anyway, guys. Renin. Renin is used for what? Milk proteins in infants. Digestion of milk proteins. Enterokinase. What is the function of enterokinase? Enterokinase contains trypsinogen. Oxyntic cells. Cas cells intrinsic factor for vitamin B12 absorption. Fructose facilitated absorption. So A matches with 3. Which is the best option? B cannot be the answer. A cannot be the answer. B matches with 4. Which is the answer? A and B. A and B both. A3, B4. Then oxyntic cells, vitamin B12. So the correct answer is option number B. So the correct answer for this question is option B. Next question. Fructose is absorbed into the blood through the mucosa cells by the process called. This is again a guaranteed MCQ question. I'm giving an importance to this question also. Please highlight this. After when you read your NCERT, you won't emphasize on these kinds of questions. So, but this kinds of question can definitely come for our exam as well. So please be careful. Fructose is absorbed into the blood through the mucosa cells of the intestine by the process called. Yes, guys, absolutely the correct answer is facilitated transport. It is a direct NCERT question. It is a direct NCERT question. Okay, so fructose is absorbed into our blood through the mucosa cells by the process called facilitated diffusion. Question number 24. An infant may be feeding entirely on mother's milk. Oh my God. Yes. Before that, we had one question. Okay. Select the correct match of the digested product and their absorption site. Glycerol fatty acids, duodenum move as chylomicron. Is it correct? Cholesterol and maltose, large intestine, active absorption. Is it? Glycine and glucose, small intestine, active absorption. Is it? Option D, fructose and sodium ion, small intestine, passive absorption, which is a NEET 2013 question. The correct answer is given directly from your NCERT. Glycine and glucose is absorbed in the small intestine through active absorption. Moving on to the next question. Last 6 questions on your screen, it will be coming. It is super important question out of NCERT higher level question, previous year questions. A young infant may be entirely feeding on a mother's milk which is white in color, but the stools which the infant passed is quite yellowish. What is the yellow color due to? I think you don't need any doubt. It is due to the bile pigments passed through the bile juice. From your small classes, from your 8th, 9th and 10th onwards, you are hearing this. Due to the presence of the bile, urine is yellow, but actually urine is yellow due to a pigment called urochrome. Okay, the stools, the fecus is yellow in color due to the presence of the bile pigment, biliverdin and bilirubin. Done, everybody. Question number 26. Anxiety and eating spicy food together in otherwise normal human may lead to, it's not vomiting, it's not jaundice, it's not diarrhea. The correct answer is indigestion. Done. Question number 27. Jaundice is a disorder of, what is it? What kind of a question? AIPMT question. Digestive system. So guys, this is what I was trying to convey to you by putting this question in this rank booster. You'll be thinking like the rank booster name is the 30 most important. Is this an important question? Guys, NEET exam, as when you come into your mind, as the word NEET exam comes to your mind, you'll be thinking that the most toughest exam. I won't be able to crack it unless I work hard. You know that, but you won't be working hard, right? So you must work hard, guys. NEET 2021, just 51 days. Use your final 50-day strategies and prepare very well. 3 chapters per day or 2 chapters maximum per day, so you can complete the portions very well and start solving mock tests from today itself. Okay, is it clear, everybody? Yes. So next question. When a breastfeeding is replaced by less nutritive food, low in proteins and calories, the infant below the age of 1 year, is likely to suffer from rickets, kwashiorkor, pellagra, and marasmus. Infants less than 1 year. Infants less than 1 year are likely to get affected by which among the following disease? It is not kwashiorkor, it's marasmus. Less than 1 year, it's marasmus. Next, question number 29, the second last question. Continuous bleeding from an injured part of the body is due to the deficiency of vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin K, and vitamin E. Continuous bleeding, you know that for injured, for blood clotting, the vitamin required is vitamin K. Right, everybody? So the correct answer is C, vitamin K. Last and final question of the rank booster reloaded series. Which one of the following is correctly matched? Vitamin E, tocopherol, vitamin D, riboflavin, vitamin B, calciferol, vitamin A, thiamine. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option A, tocopherol, vitamin E. Tocopherol is the correct answer. So bye-bye, guys. See you sharp at 7 p.m. with the class on transport in plants. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.